It feels good doing a lessons learned video when we've won because there's not a lot of lessons learned, but it just makes your heart feel warm. Let's get into it. So continuing my lessons learnt series, this is going to just be a short video. I'll take a little bit of break over Easter, but I wanted to get this video done. There was a few lessons that we learnt, well, that I learned anyway, from the weekend's game against Brisbane. Firstly, an insane game, right? Just absolutely nuts. You know, that second quarter didn't really help us, but then the second half was just incredible. We played the way that we should have been playing from the start of the year, but you know, it is what it is now. We're 1-3, hadn't have started to get our season going. So here are my lessons. The first lesson: Noble stays in the team. Now, like I said in I think it was my preview or the team talk video, Noble and Markov are going to do this interchange thing, right? I don't have the stats here for Markov, unfortunately, but I don't think he had that good of a game in the VFL. So that gives Noble a chance to stay in the side. Now, I think, you know, Noble, 24 disposals, 88% efficiency, 6 score involvements, and I think 7 intercept possessions. But whatever it was, he gave us a lot of energy. Now, I talked in the team talk about, you know, Reece McGuinness having that hunger, now that AJ's not there, and John Noble having that hunger because he knows that, you know, Markov can turn around and take his spot at any minute, like we saw, you know, during the finals. So the hunger that Noble showed for the contest was second to none. 88% efficiency for John Noble is really good, and he was creating, running off halfback. I think he was in a bunch of score involvements as well, a bunch of chains, running through the middle, and just running off that half back line that we absolutely love John Noble doing. So it was really good to see him back, and the defense looks a little bit more settled now with Noble in there and Billy Frampton in there as well. Frampton had one of his best games for the club, and you know, without Nathan Murphy, the combination of Howell, Moore, Q played a really good game, Noble and Frampton and Maynard, of course, really looked good. Is there a place for Murphy to come back in the side? 100,000% yes, right? But at the moment, this is working really well, and Noble stays in the team now because of that sort of engine that he gives us off the halfback. So that's my first lesson. Noble stays in the team. Second lesson, and this is a pretty obvious lesson: pressure wins games. Now, I talked a lot about, you know, we went from pressure pies to pressured pies, and we were just fumbling, turning it over, getting, you know, pushing up too much, getting sucked in, and then getting done on the back. And Logan McDonald's kicking 4 goals from open goals, Jack Higgins, and it just looked shit. For the first 3 games, we looked absolutely terrible. And I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and say that game was perfect, and we weren't fumbling, and we weren't turnovery, and we looked really good. Because there were parts where we were just basic skill errors and stuff like that, but those are things that we can work on. We went to work this week around our pressure, and that's what we've been doing since 2022, 2023. It was all about pressure, and we laid 85 tackles, right? Our differential was, I think, 32, so plus 32, which is, I think, our highest since 2015 or something crazy like that. So we were really, really pressuring the Lions. And then what happens when you pressure the Lions? We had 72 intercept possessions, and we only conceded 63 turnovers. So look, and that's probably about average for us. I know we scored more from turnover points than we have for all season. So it's just things like that. And look, 16 forward, 50 tackles. These are the things that were our bread and butter. And then the Giants took it away from us. Sydney took it away from us. And St Kilda. Like, St Kilda took it away. When St Kilda's taking stuff like that away from you, you know something's up. So we needed to make a statement. This was a statement game. And we did. Like, we're back. We're not back to our best. There's still a lot of things to work on. But we are definitely back. And that pressure was incredible. You know, it wasn't even just one person doing, like, it wasn't just Bo doing the pressuring, right? You got Billy Frampton and Darcy Moore, like, gang tackling. When there's 2 or more players tackling the opposition, that to me says okay, finally, they're hungry again. They want to ride him into the ground. They don't want to just tackle and then a handball comes out from underneath the tackle. They want to just put these guys into the dirt, and that's what we saw all game. And it was just it was very nice to see. Like it helped me so much, and you know, it helped us see that okay, maybe we just had a couple of shit games, and we are possibly back. Third thing I have here is, well, third and final thing, is that Nick Dacos at the moment, his best role is off halfback. I know he wants to play as a full midfielder, and I want to see that, right? I want Nick Dacos fully in the midfield. But just now, without Murphy, John Noble sort of helps as well. But without sort of Murphy and without anyone super reliable on the halfback line, you know, even Craig McRae said it. John Noble, Nick Dacos last season, for about 80% of the season when he was in the halfback line, he was the best player in the game, right? Not saying he's not one of the best players now, but his best role at the moment is off the halfback line, just because he can read the play, he can see the play. He's making kicks that 95% or 98% of the other players in the league just can't do, right? So I think Nick Dacos needs to stay off halfback. Maybe against Hawthorn next week, you can probably chuck him into the midfield a little bit more. But when it's teams that are like really good teams, so, you know, when we go up against Carlton or, you know, like a Melbourne or someone like that, I would put Nick Dacos on a half-back line, have him be our quarterback. We absolutely need it, and we need him there. But I can see why you sort of push him through the middle, because we do need him there too. If we could actually clone Nick Dacos, I think that would be good. Like, you know, we cloned a sheep, didn't we? Like in the 90s. Like, surely we can clone Nick Dacos and just have another Nick running around halfback and in the middle. But look, those are my 3 lessons in my little trusty notebook. Those are my 3 lessons. What are your lessons? What were the lessons that you learned from the game? Let me know your thoughts down below. But until then, happy Easter. Like, comment, subscribe, tell your family, tell your friends, tell your pets, and until next one, double checkers. I'll swoop you later.